There is one moment in business ownership that once you experience it, you never forget it. And it's not the first deal, it's not the first invoice, it's not the first hire, it's not even the first time that you get your own office for the first time, right? Here's a little story about that particular experience and how it cost a client of mine £500,000. Now, this client, he most certainly has never forgotten that moment. This particular client was doing really well, right? Started his own business, technology business, really expanded massively over a 5-year period, exponential growth over a 5-year period, and then he took a new office in Canary Wharf. Now, if you don't know Canary Wharf, big high-rise towers, financial district in London. Now, imagine the pride that he had in this space. Canary Wharf, it's an office with one of the towers next to HSBC, JP Morgan, and he's grown the company from his kitchen table to Canary Wharf in 5 years. Now, when that office was completed, everything looked shiny. That smell of fresh paint still in the air as you walked in there. The carpets that had that nice squishy feeling when you walked on them. And then there was literally seats still with plastic covering sat on them the day that everybody moved into the office. The meeting room looked absolutely perfect, complete perfection. Design flawless, furniture installed, screens all up on the wall. You'd take a photo of this space and frankly stick it on the front of a magazine. And you'd think to yourself, this is a proper, serious, mature business. The client was calm, confident, walked into that meeting space like he had a spring in his step. He was 7 foot tall, basically. You'd think that it's at that moment that this unforgettable thing happened, but it's not. The unforgettable thing happened once he moved in. Let me explain what that was. So he sat in this first meeting, very first pitch that he's doing in his new meeting rooms. Big client. And he's buzzing to conduct this meeting in his nice, shiny new boardroom. He's buzzing to show off his nice, shiny boardroom and his mahogany, leather-bound books. But the meeting starts, right? They press the share button, nothing. They try again, nothing. My client now explains to me that you could feel the air change in the room, and it wasn't necessarily panic that he was saying that he experienced, but it was something worse than that, and it was doubt. So they couldn't see the client on the screen, and their client couldn't hear everything that was happening in the particular room. The mics weren't working. So my client sat there now going, I've got this pitch and it's an absolute nightmare. No one can hear me. Eventually what ended up happening was my client ended up picking up his phone, making a phone call to his client and conducting a meeting with the phone on loudspeaker on the table. But someone says, can we just talk it through on loudspeaker? You can't talk through plans, financial projections, vision. You can't talk through credibility because you've lost all your credibility at that point, and he's not trying to show off his nice boardroom and the momentum has completely gone. So the client then told me this story later.